Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Bush, and I am the student and school coordinator for the Multisensory Reading Center. Today, for our therapist spotlight, we have Kim Arthur, and she comes to us with over 23 years of experience in education. So, Kim, can you tell us a little bit more about your background?
Absolutely. I am a native Texan. I grew up in Carrollton and Farmers Branch, just north of Dallas, and I live in McKinney now with my husband of 43 years. I have three grown daughters, five grandchildren. This is how I got into this career. My middle daughter, Brooke, she's now 32. She was diagnosed with dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, and ADHD when she was 7. And I knew nothing about any of those. So I got started learning all that I could. I went to work at the Shelton School doing sub work, and it just led to them allowing me to go through training to become a CALT. So I did that. And then I taught there for a year, and then I went to Frisco ISD and Allen ISD for a total of 16 years there. And since then, I've been doing private. I retired in 2017, and I'm just doing private therapy now. So I've just had a great career, and I still do it. I love it. I love what I do.
And so, speaking of loving what you do, what's one of your favorite things about working with students in this area?
You know, for before COVID, I had students in my home, and now I just have online students. But no matter which way I do it, the thing that I really want for my students is for them to be able to come into my office or onto the Zoom platform with me and feel really safe and really loved. Like they have somebody that understands them and that I love teaching them about dyslexia and about their dyslexia and how it affects them, and asking them lots of questions and getting to know them really well and knowing how they feel about being dyslexic or having anything else, dysgraphia or ADHD. So I just like to develop a really strong relationship with the student, and I want them to be able to trust me as they go through training with me. Basically, that's probably the biggest reason that I do it. I want them to get better. I want them to read. I want them to love to read and write and spell. So that's it. You know, my daughter spurred me on, and I couldn't really help her. I wasn't trained yet, but I I just love helping other kids. So
And you really touched on this in that answer about, how you're able to build connections with students and, teach them about their own dyslexia or whatever, struggles that they have. So do you feel like you're able to get that same type of connection and results when you're in that online platform, as opposed to in a school setting or face to face?
yes, absolutely. I've been doing online platforms since COVID. So that was March of 2022. So it's been now about almost 2.5 years. And compared to being in a classroom or compared to working one on one with a student, what's important to me, besides the relationship, is the outcome of their therapy.
Mhm.
So the outcomes of the therapy that I've done with students solely online has been just as strong as any outcome that I have had with an in-person student or a student in my classroom in a group. So, yeah, I can
Yep.
absolutely say that without a doubt that through assessment and tracking their progress, that they do make great progress and they actually love it. Once they learn how to do it, they really like it and look forward to coming. It's totally different from the experiences they had during COVID.
Yep.
So, and parents I know are reluctant sometimes, but it's totally different from that not good experience.
Right.
And you
I,
can make it personal as you want to make it. And I like to make it very personal online, just as if they were sitting across from me. So
I agree with you. I think that's a really powerful statement about it being just as effective. And then I think too, with students who have dyslexia or other coexisting factors, they might also need to go to speech therapy or occupational therapy. And when you have all these other things going on, it's tough to have time to be a kid and experience the fun extracurricular activities and sports and all those other things. So I feel like having that flexibility in the online environment, it does allow them to have more accessibility and freedom to be able to do the fun things that they should be able to do rather than
Yeah,
driving for 45 minutes there and
yeah,
back and, just
yeah.
so even more fatigued than they already were. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that you're able to see those same results, and we can see a lot of perks and benefits to the online platform. Um,
absolutely. Yeah, such a good point. That is such a good point. And I see that with my online students. They are able to save a lot of time. The parents are not run ragged driving all over
mhm,
town.
yes,
I
and
think it's a great thing.
they can do it in the comfort of their home and just
Right.
have a snack and get on. And even if there's a vacation or being able to go somewhere but still maintain the consistent intervention,
Yeah.
which is huge.
It's huge. Even if they went on vacation and the parents want them to have a session or two with you,
Right.
you do that. It's very flexible,
Yeah.
very flexible. Yeah, I love it.
And then, so to wrap things up, can you tell us something unique about you or just something extra that you'd like to share?
Oh, sure. Uh, let's see. I'm a dachshund mom,
Oh,
and
okay.
so I've had miniature dachshunds my whole life. I love them. They're the best. Our family just, I don't know, they just fit real well with the us and our personalities. And so the one I have now, up until last week, well, he's 5. He's a little red, short hair miniature. Um, until last week, his name was Jet. But last week, my husband spied my 7-year-old grandson out in the backyard doing a knighting ceremony.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, so we call him Sir Jet now. So
Oh, that's adorable.
he is full of personality, just a personality plus. It's almost like he's human. So it really is. It's uncanny. We think he's kind of like a child. So,
Cute.
but it's just a funny thing about me. So,
Well, maybe a student that gets to work with you could meet Sir Jet. That would be
yeah.
great.
And on my online sessions, I always bring Sir Jet in to
Oh,
meet
good. Okay, perfect.
students. And if he's sometimes he's upstairs or I'm in a different place in the house, but he'll come generally when I call him, and the kids love seeing him. And even though they can't pet him unless they're local and they happen to come over to my house, which that's an option too, to come and meet me, and or I'll go to their house. Like, I do like to meet them if they're local.
Mhm.
So, but anyway, they love seeing Jet. He's a
That's
cutie.
fun. I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Kim. And if you watching, if you would like to set up a consultation or work with Kim or one of our other amazing academic language therapists, please give us a call and set up a free consultation.